his 11th win at 125 pounds in the UFC, tying Demetrious Johnson and Joseph Benavidez. His 7th finish, tying Demetrious Johnson and Deiveson Figueiredo. He is the pride of Brazil and now Florida as well. He's the great Alexandre Pantoja. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Beleza, Ariel.
Obrigado, parabéns.
Obrigado. Yeah, thanks so much. That's like I'm very happy for everybody did that. Everybody did that with me. I think I'm defend the UFC. I defend my whole universe. You have a part of that, and like when you win together, it's much better. And that's why I think I'm the champion of the world. Because everybody have like a one piece about that. Everybody like give me some energy to conclude the fight like that. I'm super glad about my performance. Everything's perfect.
You know, we spoke before the fight, and you're very respectful. You're very classy. You always say the right things about Kai getting the title shot and about this challenge and all that stuff. And it was all fine. But then there was a video that was posted afterwards, Alex, of you coming back, and you said something like, "No rising champion's going to come out there and take my belt away." And then I was like, maybe he was a little bit fired up over this. Maybe he was a little bit annoyed. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course. And then you're right. And so I think that's why you try to take off me like you know, I see everybody watching the video about O'Malley. He posted that sparring with me like so many years ago, and then like he get me a down with a kick in my stomach, and then UFC found a good guy to do that. Like the best counter strike for flyweight in that moment. The guy knocked out everybody with the knee in the body, and he bring that for fight to me. I think like no, this guy's like a try to make a trap for me. Bring the Japanese and come here. No, that's what I try to like, put out. But I love to work for UFC. And when I defend this belt, I think I'm defending the whole UFC. Special all this stuff work there. Because a lot of people don't know who I'm talking about, but the guys working the staff, like at the security guys, everyone, the cameras. I like to work for UFC. You know Pahumpa very well,
Yes.
and I follow Pahumpa all the time. And Pahumpa is such a nice guy, and talk to everyone. And I did the same. We come for the same place. And I think I'm the fan, not just for me, but for whole UFC. And then after the fight, I'm so like put everything out. That's my way. I don't like I hold something in my heart. Uh, but in the end of the day, I'm super happy because UFC gave me the opportunity to fight one night like that. Of course, I'm the co-main event, and then Bilal have injury, and I'm still with the main event. I'm super happy for do that. I say I put something in my mind. Like thinking about how Anderson Silva did. Because the Spider Anderson Silva, he's that guy because in the exactly moment he defended his belt, everybody watching him, he do something very exciting, something very special. And I think, I need to do something like that. That's my opportunity. The main event, and that's what I did. That's why I'm super focused. Don't smile anytime. Like of course after the fight everything come out, but I'm still focused so much for that fight. I'm training so hard for don't make mistakes. Because we seen when I fight to Taylor Chag, he hit me a lot. With the Moreno too. And then I realized I'm a very good fighter. I did very well in the gym. I think for everyone in the America top team, it's not surprised about how good I finished that fight. Because everybody watching the gym, I did that all the time. I'm training so hard. I feel I'm one of the best guys in the gym. And I say that because I'm very humble. Because but I feel that because I'm trained so hard. And that's it.
But so just to be clear, did you think, all this talk about first Japanese born champion and the rising bosses there, Sakakibara, and there's maybe plans to go to Japan next year. Did you think that they wanted him to win?
I think nobody gonna complain. Like maybe for UFC, maybe he think it's gonna be nice if you have a Japanese fresh blood with the belt. You can make a lot of fights. Because I'm sorry, but I'm beat everybody. But I think right now what UFC gonna do is put someone else. Uh, if you take the numbers, maybe it makes sense for Rival. Because he come for the two fights. He beat Moreno and Taira, but I already beat him. In my title fights, I completely domination Rival for 5 rounds.
I felt, Alex, like you were, sometimes people grow into being champion. And I felt last week there was a different vibe about you. There was a different aura. The hair was different, the clothes, the chain, the all black. Like you looked mean. You looked like you were there for business. You looked like a champion. Not to suggest that you didn't look that way in the past, but there was something different about you. Like you knew you were the man. This is my belt. No one's taking it away. I felt that confidence oozing out of you. Is that a fair description of how you were feeling?
Of course, you're right. I think when you ask me what changed when you get the belt. I think that changed. I'm start to learn how to be a UFC champ. I know I'm good fighter. I know that, but I know more about what the company need me. I never imagined it get that position before. And then I have that position. I figured out I need I put that close just for go out of the bus, something like that, for
Ah,
1 minute, but I know I'm the main event, that's very important, I needed that. And when I fight with Moreno for the first time, I don't cut my hair. I still with my old stuff, because I think if I want this belt, I'm gonna want this belt I'm did every time, I'm not gonna change, something like that. But of course, now I see I need to look more nice for the cameras and for everybody. Uh, I'm not like a metrosexual guy. Not like that. I'm very clean. I'm from Brazil. Of course, but you know, I use more cologne to stay with my wife in house. Like something like that. It's
I
just for that. But I'm super happy. Ariel. I think my mindset go very well because I say that I feel like I Elvis Presley. I come to Las Vegas and did like the main event, the show of the night, and then my second mindset is did like Anderson Silva. Enjoy my moment. And I think he always that this connection. For go there, very you can see in my face. My walking. I look to my wife and don't change my face. I look to my kids and keep my face like that. Like and then after the fight I can smile again, but I see a very focused and very calm. I feel so comfortable. I'm training so hard all the time. Everything is a training, the way I go to the octagon, the way I'm circle around of the octagon, everything I did that in the trainings 100 times, for that fight. And then I feel so relaxed for that moment and enjoy. I feel like I'm training in America Top Team. I feel like I'm sparring, and I think that's a very dangerous combination for me when I'm very very focused and very calm. In the locker room, maybe I'm sleep for a couple minutes, and then Pahumpa say, "No, I know you like to be calm, but like you too much, Let's shake it, let's shake."
and so when you were thinking about the fight, like we had Demetrious Johnson on the show, and I'm going to ask you about him in a moment. But he said, like when he heard that this fight was going to be made and announced, he knew exactly that you were going to win via submission, given Kai Asakura's style and how he fights, and maybe that he hasn't quite been there before and whatnot. Did you feel the same type of confidence? Did you think you've talked in the past? You have to go 25 minutes. You have to stay in there for 75 minutes total with all these guys. Did you feel like this would be maybe a bit of a shorter night for you?
I respect Kai Asakura a lot. I put him in the very huge level. And I know he have a very a lot knockout power, and that's making me training very well about don't get hit. And I think I'm involved with that process. But he right, Demetrius. I think everybody can call that about the submission. But of course, I can make a mistake, then the fight's over, But I think Demetrius Johnson's a goat. He's so that's why he get the belt for so many years, because he key eye level is so hard, and yeah, I do the right way. I think that I did the right way, but I never figured out, I never because if I go to the fight with something like that in my mind, and I can did that, maybe it's gonna be trouble for me. I just go to the fight and enjoy.
Do you think this is a guy that you will see again? Does he have, that was his debut, and sometimes you have to fight guys multiple times. Do you think he is good enough to work his way back up and be in a title fight again?
I really want to see him fight with the guys from that division. That's very nice fighter. I think everybody wants to that challenger right now. But for right now, I don't think so. Because I show everybody how did how you can beat him. And then I realized very quick when I started like the John Jones kick and the knee. I think that's open a window for everyone. I can I break it, Kai Asakura with that kick. And a lot of guys can use, and the how I finish him like I think I see a lot of guys in the UFC rank can do that the same thing with him.
I felt from watching it that there was a big size difference. Like this is a big boy. He fights at bantamweight historically. A couple fights way back in the day at flyweight. Obviously, it wasn't an issue for you, but did you feel like he was much bigger than some of the other guys you fought at flyweight?
That's why I tell to him when I make the face off in the wings, I look to him and say, "You don't look so big," like. And then, but yeah, he looked big, but like I don't feel the stretching. I don't feel. I'm training with a very good guys here, And for especially for that fight, I train with a lot of bantamweights. Uh, and we have, about the America Top Team. We have so many good fighters here, and I really don't like. I don't feel the power, And for that cut weight, one of the best. I feel I'm growing like a professional too. I'm very good fighter. I'm better athlete right now and very professional. I, I live my best moment. And I tell that because I can realize in my mind. I can feel that. I can feel that. And I don't know if you see I record. I post something in my Instagram talking about like it's not just better good fighter. I'm not just involved like a fighter. I'm involved like a man, and that was connection with that. I tell you, I feel I'm involved like a man, like a husband, like a father, and that's I'm better fighter right now. It's always in connection. And I can realize something like that. Finish Sakura in 2 rounds, and I really think it's gonna be. I can do that again and again and again.
Did you plan to mention Demetrious Johnson after the fight, or did that just happen?
The only thing I imagine is that like if I finish a Sakura, I need to call Demetrious Johnson because I never like I don't want to respect him, but I think after that finish, I earned that call. Because after before that, I think he is like I never close about Demetrious Johnson. He's so high, the level is so high. But after finish a Sakura like that, I think I'm earned that position to call him to fight. But I'm understand if he don't want. Like I very huge respect. But I see he training right now, and I don't know. Maybe that's happening.
We did have him on the show on Monday, and maybe you've seen the clip, but I just wanted to play for you his response and then get your response to his response, okay?
Of course.
Here it is, Demetrious Johnson.
It was a good fight by Alex Pantoja and Kai Asakura. And was I a little surprised that he called me out? A little bit because, one thing when people, if you know who I am and you know me as a person outside of the cage, when I say I'm going to do something, I mean it 1000%. Like, I'm not a guy. I'm black and white. It's either I'm in or I'm out. And when I said my black ass is retired, everybody out there, I don't sell false dreams. I don't sell wolf tickets. I don't sell none of that bullshit. My black ass is not coming back.
So there you have it. He said, and he continued to expand on that. Do you believe him? Do you really think he is done?
Yeah, he looked very true.
Yes.
Yeah, and
he said no money in the world could bring him back as well.
No, yeah, I think he don't need money too. You know, like it's not about money. But that's someone because I think I just need training with him. Maybe training is that's something good. I want to. Yeah, because I'm training with Cejudo. I train with Kyoji Gucci, Adriano Moraes. I fight with a lot of good fighters, Moreno, Rival, and all their guys. And that's something I have. That dream I have in my life. You know, fight with the best fighters of the world. You know, and the Demetrious Johnson is one of the. He's the best one. You know. The way how he did, you know, the mindset, how he had the key to the victory, you know, he so smart, you know, and I want to like a challenger me for that, you know. That's why I'm fighting, you know. That's why I never say no for fight with anybody, you know, like and I feel maybe I'm text him and we can train together.
That would be fun. I saw him yesterday. He was training with Khabib and Islam. I don't know if you saw that. So
I saw too.
Yeah, people are like, "Oh, is he training for a comeback?" But I even asked him that, by the way.
Yeah.
There he is with the whole team. He said, "No, he's just there to help out a little bit."
That is amazing crew. Yeah, that guy is training so hard. Yeah, we have a couple of Russians here in America Top Team. We have Armand too, and all the guys training so hard. That's like that's very good for. Was very good example for us, like a very good for pushing. Not just the guys, you know, we have the Japanese, the Kazakhstan. I love training American Top Team. Like I always I have like different challengers here and make me grow so much. And because I say that in some interviews, the UFC buy the wrong Japanese because we have the Kyoji Gucci.
Yes.
And that Origuchi is so good, brother.
Oh, he is unbelievable. Obviously, we saw that fight back in the day as well between DJ and Kyoji in Montreal. Another win for DJ, but Horiguchi is one of the greatest of all time. Could I just ask, in your mind, how does a fight against Demetrious play out? Have you thought about it? How do you think it actually plays out?
He need to move a lot, but like I know 100% I can hold him. You know, I know he shake very well. He's very good with the counter strikes, and then I train with Kyoji. But like I think right now I have so much stretching, so much power, and I can use my jiu-jitsu a lot. He have a brown belt jiu-jitsu, you know. He improved a lot. He jiu-jitsu and. But I don't know. I have very strong hand too. You know. I don't know if you saw in the first round with Asakura. I make a flash down. You know, with my left hook. The same hook I make the Brandon Moreno down. I did the same with Asakura. A lot of people don't see that because it's super fast. But I think I can prove myself. You know, I'm feel I'm the best flyweight right now. You know, maybe tomorrow I think it's not like that, but right now today I feel I'm the best one.
Yeah, it would be incredible. It doesn't sound like he wants to come back, and that leads us to start thinking like, who could you fight? Because you have beaten all these guys, and to me, it's come down to three names, and so I want to get your take on these names. Number one, probably the most realistic one is Kai France, who you already beat on the Ultimate Fighter, but it seems
too many times. Yeah, it's like a different, all different. I'm different. He's different. Like a.
So are you interested in that one?
Oh yeah, I think for now that's the fight more makes sense. You know,
you think he's like the one that is the most realistic in the UFC?
But the true, because he come for in the last 3 fights he lost twice. You know, but for now after what I did in the my division, I think everything is not make sense anymore. You know, like. I fight with the top 10. I fight with the number 1, number 2, top 10. Then you bring someone else. I think everybody have a chance right now.
Okay, so he's one option. I think a lot of people would like to see it. And
Oh yeah,
yes, they bring Steve Erceg, who wasn't really in the top 10. So
very
who
nice
knows?
fight. Cara France is very excited fight. That's someone you're gonna bring me to another level, of course.
The other name is an undefeated fighter who was in the UFC, but then left the UFC, and that's Mohamed Mokaev. Do you want to see them bring him back to be a challenger?
I think it's very good name too. Like something is never. I think I don't know what's happened, but like he's a very good fighter. He proved himself with the Manel Cape. It's a boring fight, of course. No, but I think for me right now, fight with a good grappler, that's okay. I think it's good for me. I think maybe fight with like a Kai Asakura, good stance in wrestling, but I break him. And good striking, maybe it's danger for me, but he's good too. But Mokaev, of course, is somewhere else. I want to fight. I need to fight to him. Yeah, he's on the feet. He did very well. I think UFC can make this happen in the future. I hope I'm fighting to everybody, because I want to keep this belt.
Okay, now here's maybe the most potentially realistic and exciting one. And it's one that's come up today. I don't know if you saw this, but the former champion, Deiveson Figueiredo,
Figueredo.
he said he'll go down from 35. He had some comments. These are translated. Since Pantoja is looking for someone, I think I'm the best option. I'm available, man. In my entire career in the UFC, I only missed weight once. If I have to make weight, I'll go there and fulfill my commitment. And our first fight wasn't easy for Pantoja. It was a 3-round fight, and I certainly won all 3. What do you think about a rematch against Deiveson Figueiredo?
I want that too. That's one of the fights I want to be, because he of course he beat me one time, and I know 100% I can beat him. That's like but it's gonna be like a danger for UFC. Put him to make a weight right now. Maybe he danger for Figueredo to try to do that right now. Because his body just changed. He just go to the bantamweight and go very well in the bantamweight. He just lose to Petrian, former champ. Amazing fight. I watched the fight, and I think if Figueiredo believe a little bit more, he can beat him Petrian. But I think he feel the pressure to fight with a former champion. He traveled to China, and Petrian is the same hour for Russia. For Thailand. He very close. I think all that connection. And Figueiredo do very well. Figueiredo is a monster, brother. That's why his name is a God of War.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's fight. I really make me excited too. Yeah, I don't know if it makes sense, but like I say, in my division right now, nothing makes sense. You can bring him maybe.
And that speaks to your dominance. If you had to pick of those 3, who do you pick? Who's number 1? Rank them for us.
I think it's that. It's that. Kai France is the only one in the UFC in my division. And then Mokaev is not UFC in the roster right now. Of course, I know UFC talked with him about bringing his back. And Figueiredo come out with one loss. Everything can happen. Does not make sense right now. But I think I'm ready to UFC give me Kai France. The guy. This fight is maybe can make a good numbers in pay-per-view. He have a huge fans in Asia. Mm.
Okay.
But I don't go to Australia.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. You're the champ. And it does seem like you're starting to get a little bit more respect, although your friend Gilbert Burns has said you need to be higher up on the rankings. As far as the UFC rankings are concerned, Alex, here they are. You're 9th. You're tied for 9th with Leon Edwards. How do you feel about this as far as pound-for-pound rankings are concerned? Is this accurate? Is this fair?
Ariel, this is something I really want, and I think that's a God plan for me with that. Something like and I like it. I like it. Everything God did in my life. I'm I just say thank you. Because maybe you see I'm talking with that about that before. That's something very important for me, man. I don't know if another fights think the same way. Maybe it's just a numbers, but for me, this is something. right now I can realize I can be the best fighter of the world. This is making me so happy, uh, and this is something I want, And the guys give me a number 9. Thank you, thank you. You're gonna keeping me pushing me like that. I want that, like you know me, Ariel. That's like my mindset's like that. I'm not like to say excuse and don't like blah 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 for that guys. I just keep my work and that's it. That's all about me. I really know that what I say. That's something I want. I go high. This I want to be the number one. And I know a fight like that. I did in Saturday. With a beautiful performance, can give me a better number.
Sure.
But the guys give me a 9. That's okay. 9 is a good number.
Yeah, it's okay number, but I want to let you know here on our show, our site, Uncrowned, we have more respect for you, Alex, because these are our rankings, and you see right over there, you're number 5 here. Okay, so just
That's good.
remember, who has your back. Moved up 6 spots, Alex. That has to look better for you, right?
No, it looks super better. I agree with you. I can see again.
Oh yeah, put it up again one more time. These are the top 5s: Islam 1, Pereira
Yeah.
2, Ilya 3, John Jones, and then you. What's that
I
like?
love to put him, brother. I love to put him, and that's some. I'm a huge fan. He fights so well. He do like a El Matador. It's so nice.
So
And
you
yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that?
Of course, I will 100%. Maybe my next victory, I go to number 3. I don't know,
Do you
but
have?
that's what I want. I want to fight. I don't want like a stay too many time without fight. I'm planning myself maybe to fight in April here in Miami. That's my town. You already know.
Yeah.
But I talk with my wife, my coach. I'm very clear about that. I don't know if fight here is gonna be good for me because I love so much that place. I feel so good here. I don't know if I can like separate two things. Like living here. I'm happy in that place. I don't know if I can like separate fighting and leave. Like maybe in the week of the fight, I'm like don't realize everything. Fight week and all that. But I think I need that one right now. I go to Brazil, fight in Rio. That's my town, my neighborhood. I have my mom, my first master there, and then main event in Las Vegas. That's huge. And maybe right now I'm ready for come to Miami and did my show here. I have a very good people on my side here. I got a lot of friends. I love to go to the soccer practice with my kids, and then all the daddies and moms and friends of my kids want to see that fight here,
Yeah.
and all my friends, a lot of friends here, and everybody, in the gym, and maybe I can do that, but like I need like to get out first.
By the way, there's there's a lot of people out there who are getting to learn more about your kids. I love the relationship that they have with Gilbert, like seeing them next to Gilbert, and then they come in the ring, and then we got to see them on Embedded, and one of your sons actually predicted second round submission. This one, I don't know if it was the older one or the younger one.
Yeah, the older one. The young say sushi and anime.
Yeah. But
I
good.
feel so good with that, Ariel, because that week my kids like I can like yeah. Yeah, I love that.
As you're cutting
And
weight, your kids are there. Isn't that amazing?
yeah, I did see he talk with the cameras, but he feel very comfortable with the cameras too. The guy film is Felipe from Embedded, and he did that 4 times with us. He part of the team, and my feel very freedom to talk with him. And my kids grow me so much. And that week, the fight week, he my kids do all the process with me. And then like he talk a lot with my coaches. They make a jokes. My kids make a jokes with my coach, Parrupinha and Macarrão, all laughs. That's super good for me. The opportunity to do that for my kids. My kids see all the process, go to the fight, go to the cut weight, make interviews, and you see how my kids does like he speak like really believing in his dad, and
I love it.
you know about me. I'm super humble, I'm not cocky guy. I never did that, And but my kids like no, my dad gonna win. Like that's amazing for me.
It's the greatest feeling. And they speak very well. They're very confident. They're very sure of themselves. It's a beautiful thing. I want to just throw out one more suggestion, and then I'll let you go. If they need to let the division play itself out, get some contenders. Maybe you up 135 Sean O'Malley. We figured this one out. What do you think of that?
A BMF for the lightweight
we
division.
figure it out. We all the talk about the sparring now we figure it out once and for all.
O'Malley is so dumb guy because no, because he now he says some good about myself. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't see everything, but he say I do it very well, like and blah blah blah. But like you know, he if he posts that video, why he did post everything? Like he's so stupid because he did that. If you not don't post anything, it's my word versus your word, but don't make just your take. And about that, Ariel, I know I can finish him. I'm not like a very big guy, but like I know I have a big heart, and I know I can beat him. But now he's not getting more the belt, and if you ask me who's Sean O'Malley, I don't know who's him.
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it was a great scene. Everyone in the cage afterwards, your family, you and Alex Pereira together. It's just amazing to see you being celebrated like this, and amazing to see everyone show you the respect that you deserve. There it is. Yeah, you and Alex saying the Shama with the legend Joinho and Ed Soares. Everyone, that maybe the most
Legend,
interesting
brother,
man
legend.
in the world with the mustache and the beard. George Guimarães, one of my favorite
Jamin
people.
is so nice. Yeah, brother. I love to work with him, learn with him. Like 5 fights ago, like maybe for 5 years, I don't know. I go to UFC and join with my in my side in the bus, go together to arena and say, I feel so amazing because I have you in my side. You the guy walk with Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, and then
Mhm.
I'm here. And then I figure out I know I'm good because you in my side. And he's so a nice guy. I'm a huge fan to Joinha Lifestyle. He's some very special guy. Ed Suarez too. I learned a lot to Ed about the business. I understand the business. I'm not gonna say, hey, UFC pay more for me. Not like that. He showed me the another way. He flipped the coin, showed me the another face about the business and everything. Uh, my team is so incredible. These guys, Parrumpa, Macarrão, my wife, my kids, America top team, I figured out like there's no way, that's why I'm the champion.
Amazing. You're a champion in the cage and in life as well. And it's great to see you. You have a great team around you. Congratulations once again, Alex. Really appreciate the time. Enjoy the holidays. And thank you
And
for
you
coming
too.
on. It's always great to have you on.
When you need, I'm here, brother. I love to talk with you.
Thank you.
We
Thank you so
now
much.
everybody brothers ball.
Yes, I love it.
See you, brother.
Take care. There he is, the great
Bye, guys.
Alexandre Pantoja, the reigning defending UFC flyweight champion. What a guy. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor, hit that sub button, give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell thingy as well, leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.